Have you ever been the odd man out? The one person who doesn't get the joke, who wasn't invited to the party, who doesn't know the secret? It's an uncomfortable place to be, isn't it? There's a campfire game called Noddy Noddo's Market where one person is the shopkeeper and everyone else takes turns in guessing what they're allowed to buy at the market. Can I buy a banana? Yes. Can I buy an apple? No. Can I buy a cat? Yes. Can I buy a dog? No. The challenge is you have to work out what the rule is, and the fun is watching people who think they've worked it out but then get it wrong. You can buy a llama but not an emu. You can buy a vacuum but not a broom. Gradually, people start to work it out. Noddy Noddo is not E, not O, so you can only buy things which don't have the letter E or O. You can buy a bull but not a cow, the sun but not the moon. The game keeps on going until the last person works it out, so there's usually one person at the end who keeps making wrong guesses and getting really frustrated while everyone else laughs at their expense. Why can't I buy a lemon if you can buy a mandarin? Why can't I buy a pencil if you can buy a paintbrush? Oh, this is stupid. That person at the end is usually me. It's a frustrating and strange feeling when everyone else knows something which you don't. Maybe you've felt that too at times. This is what it must have felt like for Thomas in today's gospel. He was the only one of the apostles who wasn't there when Jesus came and showed himself alive and shared his spirit with them. Imagine when Thomas came back to the group and everyone says they've just seen Jesus alive, even though they knew he was dead. At that point, Thomas could have just walked away. He could have said, "You guys are all crazy, I'm out of here." But then he wouldn't have been there the next week when Jesus showed up again. But Thomas didn't walk away. He hung in there, even in his uncertainty, and even though he said it would take a lot, touching Jesus' hands and feet to convince him. Which meant that by hanging in there, he was in the right place when the opportunity came that next week for him to have his questions answered. There are lessons for us in that. Firstly, that it's okay to doubt. It's okay to question and to wonder. Certainly the unusualness of this time in our history will make us wonder at what God is doing and what is going on and where God is. Being honest about our questions and our doubts gives us authenticity. But we can also learn from Thomas to hang in there in difficult times. The place we are most likely to have our questions answered or to get inspiration or to have our faith restored is going to be the place where there are other people of faith. If we walk away, we are much less likely to find the answers and much less likely to ever come back. Now, this is challenging. It's hard when we're struggling to hang in there with other people who look like they've got it all together and who sound like they've never had any doubts. But believe me, nobody has it all together, and we all have things which make us wonder and doubt at times. But the faith of the community can help to carry us in those times. There is something else we can learn from Thomas too. Thomas got his answer just 1 week later. It might take us longer. But when Jesus did show himself to Thomas knelt down and said, "My Lord and my God." Now, people had begun to call Jesus the Messiah, but nobody had yet called Jesus God. This is the highest affirmation of who Jesus is in the entire gospel. And it's said by somebody who dared to doubt. Being able to wonder and to doubt and to question allows our understanding to be reconfigured and our faith to actually grow. If we fearfully hold on to the explanations and understandings we had as we were children, then we'll never grow past a childhood form of faith. But if, like Thomas, we can dare to doubt and to go on the spiritual search in the midst of a supporting faith community, then our faith can become deeper and richer and stronger. I hope that our parish can be that supportive community for you as we go on that spiritual search together.